Hey everybody, welcome back to Sexy Sisters.
Hey.
I'm Xia.
And I'm Jenna.
And we're here live again for another episode. It is Thursday. I'm tired. We're going to do this. It's going to be great.
We're hanging in there.
We're hanging in there.
Today I'm an angry girl.
Why are you angry?
I'm going to spill the tea.
I want the dirt.
So I haven't actually told
Give me.
I haven't told anyone this. So this is the first. Well, minus like Eric. Do you know my North Carolina property and how I have a buyer and it's supposed to be like cash flowing and whatever?
Yeah.
She's not paying her mortgage.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're the mortgage and
I'm the
she's
mortgage.
not paying it.
She's not paying it.
She's like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
She's living in the house.
She's not living in it. She was a fix and flipper. So she's reselling it. So she was like, oh, well, I was going to resell it. So I guess she was thinking like a regular mortgage that if I don't pay for 2 months, that it's not like they can foreclose on me after 2 months.
Right, because foreclosure usually takes like a few months, at least 4, right? Something
yeah,
along
it takes
those
like
lines.
multiple payments,
yeah.
like missed payments to actually start the pre-foreclosure process.
Yeah.
So I was like, you suck. Like, you just suck. Like, this
terrible.
is money out of my pocket. I don't get why she would do that. She's like trying to be a real estate investor and like all this crap. But I'm like, for someone who's trying to be a real estate investor, like you would assume and understand and think that you would then pay me as a fellow real estate investor.
Right, that seems like a bridge you don't want to burn.
And that's what we told her. So she basically was like, well, when I the trust documents, when they were finished setting up, they were set up in, everything was said and done. We let her move into the house and start work like 2 months ago. And then we dealt with a bunch of stuff with her trust. So once the trust was done, the first payment on the trust stated July 1st, but we have it in like written text message that she was supposed to pay me for the month of July or June and now July. And she hasn't paid me for either. And she was like, well, I guess I'll do it to you. I'm going to bring you guys to court because you guys are trying to pull a fast one and get money from me. And I was like,
wait, what?
Yeah.
You mean to pay your mortgage? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, what, you were supposed to get it for free?
The paperwork says July, so her first payment's not due until August. But I'm like, we let you move into the house end of May/April to start your rehab, to resell it.
Right.
So now you're like 2 months behind and she's just like, I'm not paying it. So Eric had a conversation with her and she like bugged out on me and I was like, oh, let's like, work through this. Like, we obviously don't want to send you a default, but like if you default and keep not paying, like we'll start the eviction default process.
Yeah.
So it's a whole thing. And she was like, I'm going to bring you guys to court, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, like go for it.
Yeah,
they're
not going to be on your side.
I was going to say, like, I don't know why I didn't say this, but I'm like, I don't know why you would spend money on an attorney for it to be like, wow, you didn't pay your mortgage. Like, why are you bringing us to court?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'm kind of really upset because I was supposed to get $4,400.
Right.
Like, I was supposed to get it this week, and she basically was like, I'm not paying you. So obviously that was something that was really upsetting because I've been waiting to get paid.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a bit sad. So Eric had to call up as my boss and fall back on the sword for my bad behavior, which wasn't even bad. It was really just if your attorney wants to speak with Eric and hey, we're going to start the default process if you're not paying. Like, we have been lovely all the way up until this point.
Right.
So that's going on. So she said that if she doesn't get the house sold by Friday, that she will submit the payment. So we'll see on that end. And then before I came here, I went and bought an entire new thing of like hard wax, like to wax my face and my body and whatnot. I have a thing to go to Saturday, so I wanted to wax my like bikini line and whatnot. Heated it up, dropped half of it in the sink.
Oh,
so before I came here, I was scraping the entire sink out of rock solid hard wax. I don't even know, like, I knew that I was going to be slightly late, but I thought I was going to be way later than I planned to get here. So it was bad. So it was like my brand new thing. It was my first time using it. Half of it's in the sink now. And I'm like, great. So that end, I'm not getting paid. So
that sucks. I'm sorry. What a day. It's just one of those days.
It's really just one of those weeks because it's like, people are scummy. And when she was on the phone with Eric, she was trying to lie like, oh, we had no idea we were supposed to pay for June and we were supposed to do this. And Eric was like, oh, okay, must be a miscommunication. But after the fact, Eric was like, what a slime ball.
Yeah, of course.
Like, to lie through your teeth and And he was like, when we were speaking, it was like she thought that I was completely not in the know because we're just partners. We're not dating when we're in the workplace.
She doesn't know,
she doesn't know
that
like,
you guys are together. Right.
And yeah, and she was just like, oh, like Jen never made it clear. I have multiple text messages that I screenshot and sent to her saying that you have to pay me for the month of June and July. And she was like, I'm just not doing it.
Jeez, people are the worst.
Yeah, I'm really upset about it because that's really like helping.
Sort of the part of like what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah,
when
the risk that banks
that's the risk you take. It
take on is like how many people don't pay their mortgage. It has to be a lot of people.
But it sucks because this was my first property, and it was like right off the jump when you think that you finally have done something, like,
and then it's like no,
but
just
wait.
kidding.
Oh wait, backhand.
Yeah, we didn't think backhand.
Backhand, I'm so sorry. I was just so pressed about my feelings today.
We got right into it. Backhand, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the love and hugs. Thanks. And then we also got a super chat from Healer for $5.84. I know he does that to make Daniel mad, and it's really funny. I'm sorry, Daniel. I know what will cheer Jenna up. Bikinis. Nick bought the mother load of new bikinis for me because of this, obviously.
You guys sent me some photos. When I said like I was joking the last time about dental floss bikini, I think the thing will just barely cover her nipple.
Okay, those aren't for this. Those are for OnlyFans. Those I bought and I was like, oh yeah, I could probably wear these on YouTube too if I want to get into some smaller ones. And they came in and I was like, no.
You got like, she's got like this much nipple room.
Yeah, no, it's like it covers very little. Those ones are definitely not for YouTube, although I think one of them could maybe work for YouTube, so I don't know. Oh yeah, that's right, Dan. You don't
Thanks,
have to check
MK Solid. I'll be out soon. I'll be waiting for your 3 honks.
Thank you, MK Solid, by the way. Michael Bay movie. That's a nice compliment.
You know what's funny? Eric almost took a join with me to come watch the stream and like come hang out for the first time.
Wow, for the first time.
I know. And he goes, you know what, Jenna? He goes, I do need to work, but he goes, I think it's gonna be a lot of you talking and me just doing some wide eyeing. And he said, truthfully, I was like, it's gonna be that, and it's gonna be all the men in the chat fighting because I'm like married to multiple men right now. And I was like, and you gotta deal with it.
Well,
and he was like, maybe I shouldn't come.
Is he like worried about
what about all the men that I'm married to in the chat?
Like, is he actually worried about it,
or is he just? He goes, "I'll rent you out."
Nick goes, "There's nowhere to sit." Yeah, there isn't. There isn't anywhere for him to sit.
He just sat on the floor. Literally, Eric was like, "Oh my god, I'll just rent Jenna out to all the men she's marrying." He was like, "Money for me." He was like, "I don't care." It's like, but.
Yeah, money for me. He's trying to pimp you out.
He's
pimping you out.
Like, yeah, I'll just rent her out for like wives for the day.
Wives for the day. Does that include, biggity bangity? Or are you? Is that?
We didn't discuss that.
Okay, yeah, I'm just saying. Like that's wife's
money. Yeah,
that's wifely duties. I'm just throwing it out there.
He looks like he keep that leaf eater at home.
Leaf eater. All right. Speaking of the price of love, like this is literally the perfect segue into this story, which is freaking hilarious. What is the price of love? Terry, a recent guest on Dr. Phil, sent near. Terry. I don't even know if Terry's in the chat right now, but hello everybody. I see a bunch of new people popping into the chat. Hi guys, it's nice to see all of you. I see Adam. Hi Adam and Deadpool, Hippopotamus, Andrew. Hi everyone. Sorry, we launched right into the show and kind of said hi to everybody.
I was sent to TiVo before.
It's all right. We all have. That's a tough thing. I get it. That really sucks.
I just lost lost $4,400.
Right.
That was a hard pill to swallow this week.
Yeah, that really sucks.
I really have to pay off debt.
Oh, we both have cute outfits today. Boy, you're telling me. Don't even get me started on debt. I want to cry. Terry, a recent guest on Dr. Phil, sent nearly $80,000 to her virtual boyfriend before she realized that her relationship may not be what it seemed. Oh, you don't say.
Terry, where do you get 80 G's from?
That's what I want to know.
Just drop on a virtual boyfriend.
Lady, come on. That's Terry? Dude, this is... I want to see what her virtual boyfriend is Ricardo. I want to see what Ricardo looked like.
Wait, is virtual boyfriend like an
AI boyfriend like we were talking about before?
Or AI, or is it she's paying another person to like text her?
I think she was just giving her online boyfriend money, but I guess we'll see. Terry! There's Terry. Terry. Speak of the devil. Terry, thank you for the super chat. If you have a price list, Jenna, just saying. Love, hugs, cuddles, and squidges. I don't know what a squidge is, but I like it.
That is. Ooh, it's a new one.
Hi, Xia, you hot thing, and Nick, you handsome sausage. Hi, Terry. You're so adorable. I love that. So Terry met Ricardo on Facebook Messenger 2 years ago. Okay, yeah. So it's just a dude she met online. Nice. After a month after they started talking, Ricardo asked Terry to invest $10,000 in Bitcoin, promising a speedy return of $1 million in 6 months. That sounds legit. Totally trust some guy that you met named Ricardo on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, really.
Terry's been sending Ricardo money ever since, with only photos and phone calls to prove that her e-boyfriend exists, but she's never seen a penny from her investments. Oh, you don't say.
But then how did you spend 70 more?
Right? Well, I guess she just kept sending him money.
Like, oh, return on investment after 10 grand, but like, where did the other 70 go?
Freaking
Terry, what are you doing?
While Ricardo claimed to be a U.S. citizen from Los Angeles, his relocation to Canada for work allegedly prevented him from meeting his lady love in person. Whenever Terry tried to make arrangements to meet in person, she told Dr. Phil Ricardo always had an excuse. These are just people that are taking advantage of old, lonely women or men.
Yeah, she doesn't seem that old.
I mean, I don't know.
She's not young.
She's not young, no. But I feel like she's gotta know that. Why would you do that?
Yeah, because it's not even like you're paying for us. It's not even like there's an understanding of like that you're paying me for a service or you're paying me for some sort of entertainment. Like she thought they were in a relationship and he was just scamming her out of money. Terry's sister Tammy smelled a scam and went with Terry on the show. No, why didn't you ever listen to Tammy, Terry? Tammy and Terry. People are still telling me that Ricardo isn't real and that he's scamming me and that he's not in Canada. I don't believe them. I believe Ricardo's real. She's still old and horny. Old people are horny, by the way. I know we've talked about this before, but it's like an actual problem.
That's where the most like STD breakouts what happened is in nursing homes.
Yes, is in nursing homes. But honestly, at the same time, why not? Like they're close to death and they're all in this nursing home. Like you may as well be banging them. Bang away. Get the STDs. Who cares? You're going to die maybe tomorrow. Who knows? That's Ricardo. At least it's age appropriate in the sense that like she wasn't getting scammed by some young looking dude.
I was going to say, okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
I thought it was going to be some young looking dude. James, first of all, I got to thank you again for being I can say it now, right? We're far enough into the show. A Xia next Tuesday subscribing member of the channel. Thank you so much, James. And he says,
thanks, James.
And I yelled at my friend for investing in Bitcoin because Tom Brady said it was a good idea. Bitcoin is the perfect combination of greed and stupidity. A lot of people made a lot of money on Bitcoin, but then lost a lot of money on Bitcoin because didn't it go way down?
I feel like I stopped hearing about Bitcoin.
Yeah,
so like that's how I knew it wasn't the best.
It's at 31,000, so it went back up.
Oh, it went back up. It's up to 31,000. Jeez. Okay. All right. Interesting.
Here we go, Bitcoin.
I just don't know. My little brother.
Highest was 61 though.
Ooh, highest was 61.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And then I know it dipped down to like 15 at one point, and people were like, everybody lost a bunch of money and were freaking out. I hung out with my little brother yesterday. I saw your guys' Oh, sorry. Get to the story. Well, it was pertaining to the Bitcoin, so never mind. Nick's saying we didn't get to the story.
Well, no, because you're going on for like an hour.
It's fine. Dr. Phil agreed with Tammy's skepticism and exposed Ricardo as a catfish by fact-checking the story he fed Terry. The man who really appeared in the photos Ricardo sent to Terry is named James, of course, so it's fake photos. And this isn't the first time his likeness has been stolen. According to James, the photos are taken from his social media and used for romance scams. That's got to be a nice, like, pick-me-up for James, right? That's got to be like James had a nice, like
everyone wants to...
Yeah, use his photos for scams. He says, I've been dealing with this for over 10 years, James said in a video sent to Dr. Phil's show. I hope this video can show that I am the person in the photos, but I'm not the person that Terry's been talking to and sending money to. While Terry was devastated to discover that her beau wasn't real, she vowed to block the scammer and get a new phone number. I'm heartbroken, Terry said to Dr. Phil, but I'm done. Dr. Phil went on to remind everyone that James, too, is a victim of schemes and that use his personal photos to take advantage of strangers online. I mean, that happens to a lot of people. I follow, because of the industry I'm in, it makes sense, you know, with OnlyFans, and I'm friends with a lot of girls that do OnlyFans, and I follow a lot of girls that do it, and they are often having to post like, guys, please, I'm never going to ask you for money on social media. This is not me. If there's a second account, like, it's just, it should be kind of known at this point. Like,
I looked my foot page up the other day just to see what would come up, and it was like, leaked this, leaked that, and I was like, oh, great.
It's immediate. It's immediate.
Yeah. I was like, thank you.
It is, a lot of the times it isn't real. That's true.
Well, I clicked on it. A lot of
and
my
it
like,
is.
current photos were there.
Yeah.
And I was pissed. I was like, the frick, man.
That's literally every single one who does. I mean, I did tell you that when you started.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
I knew it would happen, but
immediate.
it was like, damn. Like, I don't.
It sucks. It's really lame. It bums me out. People are trash. They're garbage. It's bullshit. And it's the reason why we can't have nice things. But fuck those people. Terry, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, I'm definitely not playing hide the sausage with anyone called Ricardo. Jenna, need a foot rub, hug, cuddle, massage perhaps? I'm your man.
Honestly, I can't be
nice,
using
right?
a massage. I haven't had a massage. No, have you ever gotten a massage?
Yeah, I've got some massage.
One done.
I at one point had 2 roommates that were both massage therapists. They were a couple, and they lived together. It was obviously a guy and a girl, and they gave me a tandem massage to both of them at the same time. Oh my God.
Wow.
It was almost better than sex. It was one of the most amazing experiences. They used hot stones. She worked on my lower half and he worked on my upper half. Yeah, at the same time. It was so good. Brian Johnson. Hi, Brian. I was just talking to Brian earlier. Brian, thank you for the super chat. He said, Mary Beth, I lied. I did send before and after pool railing photos to Xia. It meant nothing. We can work this out. So Brian says, what does that mean? I love Brian and Mary Beth so much. Brian sends me pictures because he got a power washer.
Oh, I love power washers.
Right?
Oh my God, I love them.
So he sends me pictures of like before and afters of like the sidewalk after he's power washed it. And then today he said, Mary Beth, Xia, my wife is accusing me of bothering you with pictures of my latest projects. And I love Mary Beth. She's like, leave Xia alone. She's like, stop sending her home improvement pictures.
You can send me home improvement pictures.
I love them because I obviously own a home. And so it's like, Brian and I will talk about that. That's like 80% of our conversation at this point. Is so funny. It's just like home improvement stuff where I'm like, oh yeah, and this and that. And like I join all these home improvement groups where I just watch before and after renovations. Like it becomes so addicting. I watch renovation shows. It's ridiculous.
I do the same thing. It is addicting.
It is.
Like yesterday I was outside and Eric's back thing, like there's like, it's weird. So it's not like he has obviously a huge backyard.
Yeah.
The thing is there was almost like concrete slab done, but it wasn't. And it's multiple different textures of tile. One is like a gravel texture. Another one's a regular concrete slab. So I was talking to Eric. I was like, I'm going to have to do the whole new backyard and like level this whole thing out and do all concrete. And I was like telling him all about this master plan I have to like re-concrete slab the entire back like walkway that's concrete.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Thing. And we were just going through it. I'm sitting here and I'm like, what other girl will just sit here and be like really, I was so excited about this concrete project I'm going to do.
Yes.
And again, it's once the dogs and everything are out, like I can do it because obviously we can't be having them running through concrete.
No,
but it's going to be extraordinary. Like, I can't wait.
No.
But it's like, I'm excited over concrete.
Yeah, no, I'm 1,000% with you. That's what happens.
Oh, you do.
You own a home, you get to a certain age, and you're like, oh my God, all I want to do is make things beautiful. Yeah, like I was actually kind of thinking because we have a little deck built in the back, but I kind of hate that it's like a wood deck. I would prefer to pour like a concrete slab and maybe put pavers for like I don't know if they'll let me. They probably won't for the HOA.
Like HOA
yeah,
stuff?
They probably won't, but that's what I would prefer, to have a nice and then build like a pergola that has lights and stuff on it. Like I would just I would love to.
I think I'm going to potentially build a pergola. But here's the thing, we say all this stuff and it's still up to Eric and his like parents like moving out of the house with the dogs.
Right.
And at that point, are we even going to be living in Jersey? I'm telling you, the other week we almost committed on a house in Florida.
That's the thing. You
You know,
never know.
it's just like,
you
oh.
never know. Yeah.
So I have all these big plans in mind, but we'll see if they happen.
Well, if you end up moving to Florida, you can do them there too. Like it doesn't matter wherever
Florida's
you do
hot
it.
as hell, though. I would like love to stay there for winter and fall, and then
during
go somewhere
summer.
else. Yeah,
Yeah.
summer can.
I heard that it's pretty gnarly down there. I can imagine that it gets really humid. Zod, anytime Nerdrotic asks me to be on the stream, I'm there. I have such a blast with those guys, and I always get to meet cool people. I love like the last stream because it was all girls. I just got to like meet a bunch of awesome ladies, so that was very cool.
Why is Mary Beth holding a pineapple?
Healer. The only thing I'm saying here is that I'm really happy that you didn't say anything about a pizza in the same sentence as the pineapple. You get a pass. Plus, I've got white fudge beaver twists coming. So, you get a pass. You get a pass.
Diddletic, I will come stay with you in Florida. If I ever make a trip, I'm 100% going to hit you up.
It's Florida Diddletic.
Florida Diddletic. I actually didn't know you were there. For some reason, I thought he was in another country. I'm sorry.
He did just move to Florida recently, but not from another country.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, I was like, oh, he lives in like Australia.
No, that's
Something
backhand.
Crazy. Oh. I will. Yeah.
That's backhand. That's in Florida.
Like
I mean,
that?
that's in Australia. Diddletic, I know. Diddletic says a decade ago Zia was drinking and partying, and fast forward to now, and she's talking home decorating and deck furniture. I know. It's crazy how your life changes. It makes absolutely no sense.
I never thought I would be this excited over dry concrete pouring.
Yeah.
What even is that? I don't know. I'm going to do it.
I didn't used to care when I was younger because TD, don't you start with me, TD. You adorable little gem. Don't you start. My uncle is a contractor. He's a builder. He built houses like my entire life, his entire life, forever. And he would always be building things. I remember he built me this really cool toy chest that he had wood cutouts of my name on the front of it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was really nice. Like I used to have that toy box forever. But anyway, he's awesome. That's like my favorite uncle. He also is the one that taught me how to spearfish at night. He took me out.
That is awesome too.
Yeah, he's the best. He's from Palau, but he's a builder, and he always used to. He built all of his own houses, and he'd always do these building projects, and we'd always grow up around it. And I used to do finish work with my aunt like years back. I was like 15, 16, and I was so like disinterested in all the stuff that was going on. And now I wish I could go back,
Right, so
and
you can, like,
learn.
get into it.
Yeah, and like get into it and do stuff with him and learn. And hold on, come here for a second. We've got Fluff.
Oh, thank you.
It's a little fluff.
I don't
You're
know where
welcome.
that, probably came from my
Probably
my
from the shorts. Yeah. Yeah.
Zia, someone wrote something very interesting in the chat.
Yes.
I just have to
What
ask
did
your
we
opinion.
see? Yes.
Phil says, I've heard rumors that you is
Oh,
a ketchup
Phil.
on pizza fan.
Phil, don't you start with me now too. Don't you start with me now
Okay.
too, Phil.
Wait, but I loved ketchup on pizza. When I was in elementary school, we would have this
Nick's giving
stuffed
Jenna
crust
dirty looks.
extra thick pizza, and I would constantly put ketchup on it. I haven't done that in a very long time because now I don't really eat much pizza. I usually eat like Eric's vegan pizza when
Right.
we get it, which is actually really good. This place we go to is like really, really good pizza. It's an upside down pizza, so it's like amazing.
Okay.
Even for a vegan, it's really great. But like I wouldn't put ketchup on that.
So I've never had ketchup on pizza. I've never tried it.
I feel like it's a very young thing to do. Like a lot of smaller kids do it, and then you actually taste it as an adult, and you're like, I don't know how I did this. It's like when I used to put carrots in my water bottle and make dolphins.
What? We need to. All right, we can't just skip right over that. What does that mean?
Like you take baby carrots,
Yeah.
and you stick it in your water bottle,
Okay.
and you shake it up, and they bop around, and we used to call them dolphins. And then when you would drink it, it was carrot water.
Were you guys high? Is this when you were like getting high in
third
school?
grade.
Third grade? Okay.
I don't know, that's
All
what
right.
we did.
I-
So it was that and ketchup on pizza.
Ketchup on pizza. Okay.
Adults put
Interesting.
ranch on pizza. We do. I actually always hated ranch on pizza up until now.
I legitimately do not hate a little bit of like pizza dipped in ranch. It's not bad. I definitely don't mind it. But I feel like you do it more with like garbage pizza, not real pizza. Like I would do it with Domino's maybe or like that
yeah.
kind of pizza.
I hear you.
But for like a real pizza place, I wouldn't do it. But I'm going to try. So this is something I want to do probably for YouTube. I don't know if I'll do it live or just pre-record it, but I'd like to try pineapple on pizza again. It's been years since I've had it. I know I'm going to hate it. Hot pineapple, fruit on pizza.
Sounds gross.
But I'm going to do that side by side with the ketchup on pizza and decide which I like better. That's kind of my...
I honestly, that's a good one.
I want to see. I'm just curious. I'm very curious. So we'll see how that comes out. But I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. Ketchup on pizza is just... You know what I used to do in school? But this was like intermediate school and high school. I would make... Because we would get at school lunches... Well, actually, I guess intermediate school. Because high school, I never ate lunch at the cafeteria. Not even once. Not even once. But... They would give us the sandwiches of like whatever shitty mystery meat it was, and then you get tater tots on the side. I take all the meat out of my bun, put all the tater tots in, cover it in ketchup, and have a tater tot ketchup sandwich.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I thought
you
it was
ever heard
insane.
Of, like, tater tot casserolls and stuff like that?
No.
Oh my god,
that's
so
not a thing in Hawaii.
Okay, make any casserole, right?
Yeah.
So you just do it with tater tots. So you line the whole thing with layers of tater tots, cheese. You can do sour cream, whatever. You pop that in an oven, and you got tater tot casserole.
Holy fudge, that sounds amazing.
Just dropped if you're ever like really high and you know ahead of time.
Oh, that
tater
sounds
tot casserole.
so good. You could put some bacon bits on there, throw a little sour cream on the top, some chives. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I just saw in the chat, I look over and I just see Hazia, don't feel bad. I like barbecue sauce in my spaghetti.
What? I said, I'm not judging.
I'm not
judging. That one struck me.
That's an interesting one. I'm trying not to judge here too. My uncle, this is the one from Palau, eats white rice with everything. This is very Hawaiian. He eats white rice with his spaghetti, and I always thought that was weird. He'd like have a plate of spaghetti, and then he'd put a scoop of white rice next to it, and that was like
odd. I just like for me, it's not the taste, because if you think of like any sort of grainy thing like that, the taste in me, I don't think would actually be bad. Truthfully. The texture. Why would you do that for like texture purposes?
Yeah, the texture would be weird. The texture would be very weird. I've never done it. I love rice. I could live on rice. Rice is one of my favorite foods. Oh my God, yeah, you can do anything.
I made rice yesterday for the first time in a while, and I did rosemary and fennel seed. So it was like a very herby, like really nice rice, but not something that was normal. It was definitely had more of an ethnic. Don't know the ethnic flavor it had, but it was
kind of ethnic.
Yeah, it was some type of like I don't know what it was. I just knew it was more ethnic.
Mindless self-indulgence and Jenna, that may have been the sexiest thing said on this show. Which one?
Yeah, what did I say?
I want to know.
I'm like, okay. I know that I've discussed it, but I don't think you've ever tried it. Pepperoni and peanut butter?
Oh, no.
Nick.
No,
okay, Nick.
But I will say this. I love peanut butter and bacon sandwiches, so I'd be totally willing to try peanut butter.
I've never had peanut butter and bacon.
So
Sounds like
good.
Good. Peanut butter and potato chips. They literally sell them at stores.
Yeah.
So people are like, peanut butter and pepperoni. I'm like, you eat peanut butter and potato chips. What's the difference?
Peanut butter doesn't have to be a sweet.
It's literally just salt and savory.
Yeah, like it's used in sweet all the time, but it actually goes surprisingly well with more savory stuff. People have told me about, tater tot casserole, said mindless self-indulgence.
I was like, wait a second, what did I do?
That's amazing. Barbecue sauce on pasta. Do you cut up hot dogs in it for white trash delicacy? I want to go on Are You Garbage so bad. I used to literally eat Vienna sausage as a snack just right out of the can. That was like when I was a kid. It was like one of my favorites.
I've never had canned sausage before.
I like Vienna sausage. I think it's awesome.
I've seen people feed it to fish.
I guess fish.
To fish.
Do fish like it?
Feel bad for the fish.
Yeah.
Nick says he feels bad for the fish.
Sometimes when I'm on the run and I really I'm at a loss and I like have to get out of the house. If I have any hot dogs and cheese, I'll just wrap a cold hot dog in any sort of like disgusting piece of cheese and like eat it in the car.
That sounds good to me.
It's really
that
sad
definitely
looking.
Sounds good to me.
It's sad looking.
Old Nerdy has an idea in the chat that I think he's probably told me about this already.
Peanut butter and French toast is bomb. It's so good.
Peanut butter and French toast is good.
So good.
That he's probably told me before and I just forgot, but I want this so bad right now. Bacon and cream cheese on a toasted onion bagel. Oh my God.
I've had... So there is this place by us. I'm sure you heard of it. It's a very famous bagel place. And they have Also, like any sort of cream cheese, anything you can have. So when I go there on a very rare occasion, I usually get their like potato skin something bagel where it's like a bagel. It tastes like chives, tastes like potatoes and scallions, and then I get their scallion cream cheese, and the whole thing is like a loaded cheesy potato bagel with scallion cream cheese, and it's just.
Oh my God,
it's
that
A+.
sounds so good.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to take a break from food talk. We'll get back to it. Lewis, thank you for the
Hi,
super
Lewis.
chat.
Thank you, Lewis.
Lewis says, oh my gosh, Xia and Jenna is here. LOL. Hey, both of you. Love you both and love you too, Nick. Nick
love
gets so
you.
much loves on this show. We love you,
do.
Lewis. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And I saw Mick in the chat. Hi, Mick. Yes, I left Twitch. Screw Twitch. I'm spending most of my time on YouTube and also on Kick, but no more Twitch. No more Twitch. They can suck my left nut. If I had one.
I told some guy on Facebook to lick my nuts. Yesterday, I told some guy on Facebook to lick my nuts.
Did this have anything to do with selling or buying properties?
Yeah, it did. Actually, it very much did.
So what happened?
I have multiple properties for sale right now with interest rates that are 4.5% and
That's amazing.
5%.
It's amazing.
He sends me a message trying to like be like, oh my God, if you take away interest over 30 years, you're asking $800 and $800,000 and $500,000, blah, blah. I'm like,
that's every bank.
Well, I was going to say, first off, do you know how interest works? Because you're calculating simple interest and not amortization,
yeah.
Which, to be like real quick, amortization is an amortization schedule. Basically, if you have interest over 30 years, normally people go, what's the interest per year? That doesn't work like that. They would say the interest that you would pay over a 30-year time, they actually push to the very front of your loan.
Yeah, you don't actually start paying your principal until the last like 10 years of your loan.
Literally.
Yeah.
So the whole first section, like majority of you paying your loan all the way up to like the last 10 years, you're paying majority just interest. So it's harder to pay down, and that's why it's like you pay so much interest. That's the whole point. They lent you all this money. That's the whole point. I don't care. So first off, he's not calculating right, and he sends me a message like, and then he sends me math problems like, calculate this, calculate that, and I'm like, this is hilarious. This is quite funny. And I'm getting this guy so angry because I'm like, you just don't know how to calculate interest.
And not only that, like,
I'm asking 4.5% interest rate. I said, if you can tell me where I can go right now that I'll get lower than 4.5% interest, please let me know.
That
you have a connection.
Exactly what I was gonna say. He's complaining when the banks are close to 7% right now.
Some states are up at 8% depending on your credit score.
Yeah, ours, we got our and this sucks. I'm still super salty about this, but our interest rate is at 7%. Like if I could get it down to 4.5%, I'd be stoked.
Okay.
I'd be thrilled.
Thank you. If I told you, Xia, you had to put X amount of dollars down and you get 4.5% interest,
I'd be like, that's amazing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'd be like, that's so low.
Great. Like, that's what I'm thinking too. So anyway, so I'm just like cracking up because this guy's just stupid. And I'm telling him, like, dude, you just don't know what you're doing. Like, I'm sorry. And he's like, I financed 4 trucks and 3 boats and this and that, and it's more than you ever. And I'm like, this is my whole company.
Sir,
thank you. And then at the end of it, I was like, politely lick my nuts. And then I just like undid the chat and like blocked him. So
respectfully.
The last thing he said was like, lick my nuts.
Good for you. Good for you.
But yeah, I'm like,
exactly what James said. What is the jackass going to do when mortgage rates are at 9% at the end of the year? Exactly. This guy is an idiot.
I literally told him. He then goes on my Facebook and sends me a message on every single one of my properties, commented on all of them, super negative, pissy things.
Of
so
course.
I literally was like, dude, like, suck a fat one.
Yeah, no, go screw yourself. People are morons.
And I said to him, I said, I hope whatever demons you're facing right now, that you have to go on another person's investment company and try to like berate them about something that you don't know about. I said, I hope you get better. And that comment sent him off. He got pissed on that one.
Well, because these people, have you ever seen someone who's happy? Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, Nick, you know what to do. And Nick is pulling it up right now. Be more sexy.
Sorry, guys, they killed it with the real estate talk.
We'll move on from real estate. We'll go back to
real estate for the day. Sorry.
I did just see one comment in the chat of someone saying that we look more and more like each other every show, which is funny. I did notice that.
We have matching hair today.
That's what I was gonna say. We didn't plan this. We have matching hair today, which we did not plan at all. But I do think that like I don't look anything like my sister. You and I have the same color eyes, so that's
Honestly,
something.
when I was blonde, like 100% can see us
Looking
being,
like we could be related.
Yeah.
I think I look more like you than I do my real sister.
Hey, Ravenclaw.
Thank you for the super chat. He said, remember, folks, don't trust the banks.
Don't trust the banks, but I'm
No.
here if you ever want to buy a house.
Yeah, our bank
give you
screwed us
financing.
over and didn't. Oh, never mind. I'm not getting into it. We're not talking about that
be
anymore.
more sexy.
We're gonna be more sexy. I just posted a sexy new reel to my Instagram. Go look at it, guys.
Oh my God, I saw that and was like, I was literally sitting here while you were walking in, and I was like,
That's one of the bikinis.
Yeah, I was like mouth on floor. Like, I hope she doesn't. First of all, I hope it doesn't get taken off Instagram. But I was like,
I know. I hope so too.
holy crap.
I hope so too. Daniel's quote, have you ever seen someone who's happy? Xia 2023. You know what? I got cut off, Daniel, but you're absolutely right.
it.
Have you ever seen someone who's happy? No. Sean!
Hey,
Hey! He said, hello, attractive sisters from Russia with love. Oh, hell
You're
yes.
in Russia right now?
Yeah, he's married to a Russian lady.
Ooh.
Super hot. His wife,
Yes,
we
we
just got
did.
him. His wife is super hot, and Sean is awesome. We love Sean. As he is becoming more Jersey every day, a couple of Sopranos wives. I really am becoming more Jersey every day. Yesterday I went to the grocery store with Nick. We had to go late, and I was wearing a pair of sweatpants, and my hair was all up, and I was like, well, I feel very Jersey right now. That's like such a Jersey
Well, I
girl
was gonna
thing.
say, I was like, you should see how I go out of the house sometimes.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know.
I look like a
how.
bum. I was also wearing a Doug Bell t-shirt, so there was that.
So be it. Is what it is.
It is what Nick was like, oh, you're in full hobo mode, huh? And I was like, yeah. So that's also not super sexy. A woman claims she was devastated after discovering old text messages on her husband's phone calling her
Nick is
ugly.
sitting there going, what the hell?
There was no transition. We're just going right into the story. Sometimes there's a transition, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes we talk about things, Nick. How about that? You want to run the show? Huh? Nick's over there losing it. He's laughing so hard. A woman claims she's devastated after discovering old text messages on her husband's phone calling her ugly and bragging about how he was using her. Oh my God.
Okay, horrible. That was a bad first sentence to start this story.
That was so terrible. Nick says, I was just joking. Jane Lewis, a 40-year-old from New Jersey, revealed that she was scrolling through her unidentified husband's phone with permission when she came across disturbing text messages from when the first two got together 6 years ago.
Girl, how far did you go?
Oh, no. You got to really be looking.
I mean, so if you're going down that far, like, something else had to have been up.
Yeah, right?
No one scrolls 6 years through
That's fun.
messages.
Also, who saves messages for 6 years? My phone's
Eric.
been reset like 8 times.
So is mine. Eric's one of those will savor every
Really?
single message from, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Some people just do. Mine's set to like after a year, they automatically start deleting.
to
I'm
just
pretty
delete
sure,
it. Yeah, because what are you gonna?
it's the storage on your space. How much are you using on like iCloud? Like,
Seriously, like I don't need all that. I mean, I go through. I used to be bad about it, and not for any other reason than I just like wouldn't pay attention to it. But Nick 100% was like, you need to start deleting all these old messages.
same thing.
So I just started going back
every,
and like every so
6
often.
months, I'll do like a full blown wipe
Yeah,
out.
you just get rid of everything. Because what do you need to keep it for? I leave the house every day looking like a jackass, and I am. Hippopotamus, you're amazing. Shut your face. Shut your beautiful face. We love you. I went through his messages to see who he was talking to, Lewis told Kennedy News.
I think that's already a bad sign.
That's a bad sign. Him and his friends don't text that often, so I only had to scroll back about 10 messages. Oh, okay.
6
So
years?
he texts like no one
So this
ever.
guy's a loner, or he's deleting the other stuff in between and
That-
only keeping.
If he's
like,
calling
why
her
would you do
ugly
that?
and using her, maybe there's a bunch of texts that he deleted of him like
Daniel.
flirting with other girls.
Oh.
10 years and only 10 messages. Like, or 6 years, only 10 messages? It's literally insane.
That is insane. Nick is basically saying 10 years, 6 messages. I mean, 6 years, 10 messages. That's crazy. As she quickly scrolled back to the time around the beginning of their relationship, she was heartbroken to read how disrespectfully he talked about her to his friend. I got to one from when we first got together saying he was using me for my money, how ugly I am, and he won't have sex with me, she revealed. Wow.
Aww.
The husband continued, As her now 35-year-old, the message is continued, sorry. As her now 35-year-old husband bragged about an ugly chick who wants me so bad, insisting that she would do anything for him and had already invited him to move into her home, although he hadn't effed her yet and had plenty of other chicks who were hotter than she was. I need to see a picture of this guy.
Oh, it's blurred out. Oh, these
face
photos
is
of him are blurred out.
I want to see what this piece of looks like. Of course they don't show it. I mean, she just looks like a normal lady. She doesn't look ugly.
Old Nerdy says he has a burner phone. Probably for 10 messages.
Oh, yep. That's a good point.
Jane said the same thing. He has 2 phones.
Yes, yeah. She is not ugly.
She's not.
What an ass.
She's not.
She's not ugly at all. She's actually cute. Like,
This photo's not.
that photo's not the best, but some photos are just bad photos. Everybody takes a bad. I've seen insanely attractive girls.
Photos you put up last week of me? Like,
Didlotic made that photo his profile picture in Discord. Didlotic,
like, is it still that?
I'm pretty sure.
Didlotic.
Yeah.
What photos? Oh, this photo?
Oh my God, Nick. I'm sure he's putting it up right now.
Wait.
Hippopotamus. Is this good? Oh my God. Who's the girl talking in the background?
What the hell
Nick?
is this? When?
I don't know what we were doing, but it looks like we were being gremlins.
That's probably exactly what we were doing.
We were being little gremlins at some point.
Oh my God.
So back to the story. While Jenna looks at the Discord, he
I'm like trying to
continued
figure out how to work it.
boasting about. Didlotic said it sure is. Healer says it's the best pick ever. It's okay. There's an emote of me of a face that I did once that I was like, well, that's out there forever now. It's it's not my favorite.
I feel famous. I truly feel famous right now.
Yeah, that's all it takes. That's Jenna's O face for vegetarians.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good thing Eric didn't come. He continued boasting about how he planned to make out with her a little bit to keep her happy, despite the fact that she looked nothing like the hot girls he sees all the time, despite his beliefs that hot chicks are stuck up anyway. This guy's a giant piece of shit. That's what it is.
Yeah, really.
It was pretty
His
bad.
mother didn't love him when he was a child.
Clearly, he has something with women. We love Creepzia. Daniel, Creepzia is terrible. It was pretty bad. It was very shocking. I was devastated, Lewis said. The mother of 3 confronted her husband of 2 years, who claimed to be remorseful and incredibly embarrassed of his former immature self. He was mortified. He was pretty upset, and he apologized. He said he felt bad about himself at the time, and he wanted to make himself feel better, she said.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Nick saying, what? That doesn't make sense.
Hold on. Actually, Eric last night brought up some stupid crap that I said 3 years ago to like a group of friends while we were all together. And he was like, I don't even know why I stayed with you. And I looked at him and I went, I said that. And he was like,
what was it?
like I was talking about, we were in like a group of people and I don't know what I think I was talking about like my IUD, and I was in front of like people I didn't really know that well. And I'm like, oh yeah, like totally like raw in it, blah, 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 I have an IUD. And like everyone was kind of like, what the heck? And I think it was, I don't know if I thought it was funny. And then apparently I like did this like with my hands to like tell everyone how big Eric was, and then proceed to talk about an ex-boyfriend from high school that was huge.
Were you drunk?
I don't know. I don't remember being drunk. I could have been. I know I was drinking that night, but I don't know if I was drunk.
You maybe could have been drunk. That sounds like a drunk thing where you're like, yeah, I got an IUD.
Time, again, I remember drinking, but I don't remember getting like drunk that night.
Right. Okay.
So, and I said to him, I looked at him like mortified yesterday. And he looked at me and he goes, you changed? You don't do that anymore? And I was like absolutely mortified that I did that.
Wow.
Apparently,
Okay.
3 years ago, I was just like a dirtbag.
I mean, I don't know if that makes you a dirtbag, but that was maybe
that was bad.
Yeah, maybe it's not the best to tell your group of friends how big your boyfriend's.
I like didn't really know these people that well. So
Right,
it was like
right.
really just out of line.
Interesting.
But I don't like I literally was like I did, because I would never do that now. So I don't know what could have been going through my head 3 years ago that I thought it would be like.
Healer has wishful thinking going on in the
Healer.
chat. Well, sounds like Jenna's single again. Healer's just hoping against hope. He's like, it's gonna happen one day.
It was so nice after he goes,
Waiting
you
it.
changed, Jenna, you changed. Like, don't worry about it. But I was like, So maybe it's, I don't know, I'm like giving this guy the benefit of the doubt.
So, okay, so you're saying maybe at that time he was
Yeah,
like,
because like 3
he really
years ago,
did.
I said something stupid, and
We all do, though. That's the thing. That's just so nasty what he did.
yeah, that is
like,
really nasty. Like, I wouldn't be saying that.
Yeah.
Eric.
Called you ugly 3 years ago and was like,
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know why
would-
I'm with
I would
her.
be so heartbroken.
Yeah,
if
like
I-
that's a lot. Yeah, like what if I called Nick ugly and was like, yeah, Nick's really ugly. I'm just with him for money. Like what? All right, so go down, Nick, because we went past this.
Who knows? Maybe he has changed though.
Maybe. So he apologized and said he was really embarrassed. However, Lewis still struggles to come to terms with how to get past these disturbing messages. I don't know how I'll move on from it. I'm hurt by it. If he asks me a question, I say, I'm not stupid. I'm just ugly. He calls me beautiful, but I don't believe him. I can't blame you. She admitted the hurtful situation has knocked her confidence in herself and her marriage. I thought we had a nice relationship. I don't understand any of it. He was so nice to me and appreciative of everything I did. He was all around pretty kind. I had to do a double take when I found the messages. She admits she never would have married her husband if she'd found those messages earlier. Well, yeah. Would you marry someone if you found messages like that?
No.
No.
Remember that would be, 4 years after the messages when they got married?
Yeah, 4 years after the messages when they got married. Exactly. So they've been married for 2 years.
Wow.
No, 6 years altogether.
Yeah, married for 2 years
Yeah.
and then 4 years for...
It sounds like, since he doesn't message his friends that much, that he was just trying to show off. Like, look how cool I am. But everyone goes, you're a douchebag.
So Nick thinks that he was trying, since he doesn't message his friends very often, he was trying to be like, look how cool I am.
Honestly, that's what I'm also thinking as well.
And they're not really his friends.
And they're not really his friends.
Like that,
yeah.
and that's exactly what I was actually thinking. I was gonna bring up after you guys were done talking. Like maybe he was just playing the "I'm cool," like I've got all these girls that want me type thing.
Right. Trying to be like, oh, look, I'm so cool. I could get someone so much hotter. I just settled for this chick, which is like, first of all, I really wish we could see what he looks like. It seemed like our relationship was based on a lie, Lewis explained. Yeah. He didn't treat me like that. It was out of character. He wasn't the person he was when we were together. He was sweet and flattering. Yeah, because he probably knew. And you know what? It's sounding more like Nick might be right. And he was really
That's what I was
just trying to be
thinking.
cool, trying to be the cool guy, trying to be like, oh yeah, I could pull the hottest chicks. And you're just like, shut up. No guy that's like that could pull the hottest chicks. And your wife is cute. You're being an asshole. What a douche. Absolute douche. Ooh. I don't know if they had kids, Healer. It didn't say in the story whether or not they had kids. Oh, did they?
I don't think it did.
Lounge Zinger said sometimes men just talk stupid shit to their friends that they don't even mean. Yeah. Yeah. Old Nerdy says, why was he with her 6 years then? Just for the money? I guess that's possible. I mean, I guess it could have been for the money, but I really think that Nick and Lounge Zinger actually might be onto something with that. That he just was trying to be cool and talk shit. Does it say anything about having kids? I feel like if you don't have kids, it's so much easier to leave a relationship. It's so much harder to leave a marriage or a relationship when you have kids together.
Yes.
And then that person is never out of your life, ever.
Oh, you're always connected.
Yeah. Because you decided to create spawn. That's a like your little crotch goblins. That's a lot.
Did you just call him a crotch?
Yeah, I heard that recently and I was like, that's my new favorite term I've ever heard in my life. Crotch goblins.
Crotch goblins.
Oh.
I like that.
Isn't
I
that
like
good?
a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's little crotch goblins. I love it. Oh. Yeah, only Chip can say things like that and not be douchey. Exactly. She's so fucking ugly, but she's fucking rich. She buys me all kinds of stuff. Fuck yeah. That's a very Chip thing.
I was gonna say, I know like what you're talking about, and it's like,
yeah, it makes sense, right?
yeah.
That's a very
You
Chip
have to
thing.
have the personality, though.
Yeah. No, Chip.
Do you know what Eric said to me today?
Yeah.
So we're driving around, and because we had to get our passports today, so we got our passports and we're driving, and we passed this like beautiful apartment complex and stuff. So Eric was like, Jenna, turn in. I want to look at all the things. So I'm like, cool. So we're going around, and I made like a comment that I thought was like, it sounded just way funnier in my head, and it came out and it was like so not funny.
That
And
happens.
Eric just looks
Happens.
at me straight face, and he like looks back, and I look at him and I just go, that sounded way better in my head. And he goes, which is a common thing I say, and he goes, it's normally like that, Jenna. You're not really that funny. Like, you're not funny.
Wow.
And I started kind of like giggling because it's true. Like, it's when I try to be funny, it never happens unless I have the one-off, like, iconic lines, and that's it. Like, that's it. For like the next 3 years. That's it.
Jenna's like, I get one every 3 years.
I do, that's it. So the last one I had was talking about what the Power Rangers or something. Right?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Power Rangers. I don't know. So
It's
that was the
just-
last
that kind of
funny,
stuff is-
literally last funny comment I made was probably that.
Gone from my head.
So Eric looks at me and goes, you just got to be more mean. He goes, look at me. Like, I'm a dick. And, like, I'm funny.
he?
Oh, my God. He's such an asshole. But, like, he's my asshole. But, like, that's the thing. He's like, look at me. Like, I'm hilarious. I was like, I hate him.
I hate you. I hate you.
But you know what? Like, he's right. He's right.
Old Nerdy's right. Jenna makes the funniest faces.
I hope I do.
You got the funniest faces. You got that.
I got
Hell
going
yes.
for me. My little funny faces.
James, I have a huge list of reasons not to have kids. So this will sort of lead into it, I guess. My little brother was here visiting because my stepmom actually lives in New York.
Yeah,
Kind of
totally was
also
looking
New
at her
Jersey.
Instagram profile.
Yeah, she's
And
a real
I was
estate
looking
agent.
at your brother's profile, and I was like, holy.
He's a weird dude. I
crap.
love him. He's such a weird little kid.
I was like, is this boy? It looks like he. What?
No. Please continue. And when you're done, I need to say something.
Oh,
Nick
okay.
wants to
'Cause
say
I
something
was
about
trying
my
to
brother.
figure out if he's like taking roids or not, and I was like analyzing every photo.
He's not.
Because he didn't look it. He did not look like he was taking them, but it wouldn't shock me if he is. I was like zooming into this kid's nipples to see if they started hanging a bit. See, I was going in on your brother's picture just so I could like analyzing this man's nipples.
You've seen my dad before. He has really great genetics. Like, it makes
Yeah.
sense that he's really muscular
So
like
funny.
he is.
I was like, I felt so weird too, because halfway in the middle of it, I went, wait, I'm analyzing Zia's like younger brother's nipple, and I said, he has no idea who I am. I have no idea who he is. Like,
He's 20 and he's
Yeah,
like
that was the other
developing
weird part.
and he's a personal trainer and he's lifting super heavy. So like, I get it. Jenna's taking screenshots. Terry, thank you so much for the super chat.
thank you, Terry.
I may be a she-harder, but I can't find the membership thingy-mabob on my mobile phone. Am I merely being cognitively deficient? Blonde, sad Tez. Terry. Terry, this is the worst part. I wish I could help you, but I actually have no idea. Do you know, Nick? I should know this. This is my whole thing, and I don't even know. Hi, David.
You're saying
Nick
like
said
to
he's
your
going to look
stuff?
now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a membership for YouTube.
I was like, you go into a gym? Like,
No. So my little brother is visiting here. So yesterday we all go to the beach.
yeah.
And with my stepmom, it just says join. Oh, okay. So it just says join apparently, Terry. Apparently right next to the subscribe button. So he comes out, we go to the beach, and I'm with my stepmom, and my little brother brings his buddy with him. I forget his name already. He was a chill dude. He was just kind of quiet. He would like randomly chime in with a little something to say, and then he would get quiet again. And he was playing some like truly terrible music, like Lil Uzi or something, I think he said it was. I was like,
God.
thank you, Saw. I hated it so much, and I was like, I hate this. And he's like, what do you like? We can put on whatever you want. And he's like, I like rock too. He's like, I like Led Zeppelin. I was like, all right, you're cool. So he like put on some music. He put on some Nirvana for me. I was like, cool. At the beach, but he had that speaker. And I'm talking to my stepmom, and my stepmom's sister, Amy, calls, and she's having like, I'm not going to give the predicament, but her predicament is she has 2 kids and she's in the middle of separating with her dude, and things aren't great. And it's like a whole thing. So she was calling to get some advice, and I, gave the advice as best I could, which was, I think you should, if you do decide to move to the mainland, I think you should, because I wish that maybe I love growing up in Hawaii, and it made me a weirdo, and it made me who I am, and it was definitely a very character building experience, and I don't think I'd be me if I hadn't. But I do think that there are a lot more opportunities here, and they'd have access to a lot more. Kind of is what I was saying. We got to one point where I was like, but I don't have kids. I'm just speaking from, a single experience. And she goes, baby girl, don't do it. She's like, don't ever have kids. She's like, and she has 2 kids. She's like, I love them. It's great. But if you like your life, she's like, don't have kids.
That's what everyone says.
Everyone who has kids says that to me. Look, there are some people that I know love having kids, and they love having a family, and that's great, and they should. My best friend is so happy to be a mom. But even she, I know it's true, Didlotic. Even she was like, if you don't really, 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 really want to have kids, don't do it because it's hard. She's like, I really, really wanted this and I'm happy, but people aren't honest about how hard it is.
Yep.
And I was like, I get that. I get
Yep.
it. Yeah, Old Nerdy, I'm with you. Every experience you had, good or bad, makes you who you are today. There are definitely parts of me that sometimes wish that things had gone a little differently, and then other times that I'm glad that they didn't. You know? Yeah, homie, I'm not having kids. I'm not doing it.
Are we done with the boring story?
Nick wants to know if we're done with the boring story.
Okay.
Go on.
Can you please tell her what you told me yesterday?
What about my little brother?
Yes.
What did I say about my little brother? I already forgot.
No, about the nice things he did yesterday for you.
Oh, Nick is trying to say my little brother's like autistic or something.
What does Jenna think?
What do you mean? What do I? I don't think he's.
No, but after she tells you the story.
He got me pebbles. He went.
What?
He got me pebbles. He went to the store. He went to 7-Eleven to get goggles so he could go in the ocean and like swim around. And he came.
Who brings goggles in the ocean at that age?
So you can see.
But the ocean is all dark. You can't see anything.
He said when you get down to the bottom, you can see. So he found all these like white quartz like stones and pebbles, and he brought them up. And then I took some. He gave me some pebbles. I kept them. They're really cute. When he was little, he was really into like collecting stones and rocks and like, you know, what are they like? Amethysts
all
and
kids love that.
geodes.
And how old is he right now?
He's 20. He's 20 now. Nick is trying to say it's
Honestly,
weird. I don't know. I think it was cute.
I like low key though. If my boyfriend came up to me and was like really excited over rocks, I feel like I would be like, "You're adorable."
It's cute, right? I was
Okay,
like,
but
oh, I
like,
know he's
we're
my
into
little
weird,
brother.
we're into
but-
weird stuff. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
because like I'm like a plant girl.
Yeah, you like plants.
So like yeah, today
They were nice pebbles, old
Today,
nerdy.
I was like, Eric, look at this plant. And just to make me happy, because I say this literally every other day, he goes, for once, just to make me happy, he goes, that's a really cute, good-looking plant. You're right, it is beautiful. And I was like, it's a plant. And I'm like shaking this plant like in the living room. I was like,
Look at my beautiful plant.
and he literally was like, what the fuck?
But that's like, I do that to Nick and he just looks at me like I'm crazy because I'm like, Nick, look, every time I get a new leaf, I've had 4 new leaves in the past like two months. I'm like, Nick.
But at least it makes more sense.
But
It's a child goes in, I got you some pebbles.
Nick is trying to make
Okay.
it. Nick says that sounds like something you do for your
here's the thing.
sister.
I was 6.
Here's the thing:
but
if he got
his pebbles.
these little pebbles and was like, Xia, I got these for you, I can understand it being like, okay. But if he was like, look at all these really dope pebbles I found, I wanted to show you guys. Like,
No,
the
he
cool
did.
stuff.
He came
and then
up
you
and
were
he
like,
was
all
like-
right, I'll take a couple. Then it's like, okay, I can understand how it's not.
That's
that
exactly
weird.
what
He just-
happened.
I'm
And then he
stoked
skipped the
over,
rest of them.
I was gonna say I'm stoked over plants.
Yeah.
He's stoked over pebbles.
He's like better autistic than a dog like Xia. I got you this dead bird. I had to tell my stepmom about the birds aren't real people yesterday, and she was like, "What?" Because
There's people that believe birds aren't real.
yeah, they believe they're just like what is it, spies for the government?
Like all of them.
Yeah, like all birds aren't real. Yeah, there's like a whole movement online of people who think birds aren't real.
You know what sucks about that? Is that they're
What?
coming out with drones like that.
They are coming out with drones like that. Yeah.
So they're going to be like, see? And it's
Yep.
like,
But have
Like,
they
have you ever watched a time lapse of like a bird hatching an egg?
also have you ever seen a dead bird? Like have you ever seen people that kill and eat birds? Like that's
How about footage from back in the day before we had that technology?
also, yeah. Also, how about footage from back in the day before we had that technology? Birds have been around for a really long time. Yeah, so and I had to tell my stepmom about that, and she was like, hang on, what? And then I told her that
I've never heard that.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. And then I told her that there are people online who think, I want to tend to Pebbles George, Zia's brother. What is that from? Is that from, what book?
George, remember he's all special?
Oh, Curious George?
No.
No.
What is that book?
I don't
We
know
used
what
to read
book-
it in school.
Yes.
I never read this.
It's not Fahrenheit. Has nothing to do with Fahrenheit 451. No. Hold on. They made it into a movie. Then the movie's nothing like the book. Like, obviously, everything.
I want to know what this book is. I've never read it.
It's an older book. It's like set in a much older time, too.
Birds are not government. Birds are government
Mice and
drones.
Men.
Oh,
Of
Mice and Men.
I
Okay,
never read
yes.
it. My school sucked. They let me read whatever. I just read a bunch of fantasy. That is all I
At least there
ever
was
read.
something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Of Mice and Men. Did they make a movie out of that?
Yeah.
They did,
But
right?
it wasn't that, great.
The big special brother. Oh no. My brother is he's a sweet boy, okay? He was also, before we go, the server thought he was insane.
Yes, please.
So
Another
before
autistic move.
we go to the beach, I was like, I had worked out that morning and I hadn't eaten, and it was like 2 p.m. I was like, I need to eat something. I'm like feeling lightheaded. And they were like, we don't know if we're hungry. And I was like, bitch, we were supposed to meet for lunch and then go to the beach. If I had known, I would have eaten at home. My little brother's like, no, I get it. So we go I was like, I have to eat something. So we go, and my little brother asked the server, he's
Is
like,
he your stepbrother or half brother?
half brother.
Oh, okay.
So his mom is my stepmom.
Yeah,
like,
got it.
And we have the same dad.
Works.
Nick just looks at Xia. She's explaining. Goes, Jenna knows how it works.
I just didn't know if whatever, Nick, shut up. Whatever.
No, I got it. All right, I follow. We're good.
So anyway, he asked the server, he's like, do you have whole milk? And the server's like, yeah. He's like, can I get a glass of whole milk?
And just wants a glass of milk.
He didn't eat. He just chugged a glass of whole milk in 90-degree weather.
I
was
want to
like,
hang out with your brother. He sounds iconic.
he is hilarious.
And the fact that he was like, I just want a glass of milk. Like, I want to see what he's about.
Whole milk.
Jenna, you would have a lot of pebbles.
Nick says, Jenna, you'll have a lot of pebbles.
We can collect pebbles together. I'll show him every stupid leaf on my plant. He'll show me every dumb pebble
He'll probably get excited about your leaves on your plants too. He'll probably be.
You know what's funny? If anyone ever asks me, like, what guy, obviously, it's very different, by different ages on who you think that you would like to be with.
Right.
Now I'm like, well, not now, because obviously I love my boyfriend. He's great. But I was watching, what's it called? Love is Blind. Do you ever watch that reality show?
No, but I know what it is.
So one person got paired up, and she was almost like a, country girl, but, kind of like cheerleader-ish, but she didn't, just very preppy. This guy, I'm pretty sure he was some sort of biologist, and he would get so excited over, like, plants and stuff. And I was like, I think I found, like, my perfect TV guy.
You're like, I found my soulmate.
I did, and I was like, if I ever... Well, no, but I don't know. I just feel like, you know how like you have your TV crushes? Like that guy on Love is Blind was like my TV crush.
Because he liked plants?
Because he was like
You're
so
like,
into plants and marine life and stuff. And I was like, that's it. Like,
could you imagine if Jenna got together with a plant guy at some God forbid things don't work out. We go over to Jenna's house.
I was gonna say it would be on every single thing.
It would just be a forest. We'd be like walking through, pushing leaves aside. I'd have to bring my machete so I could get to her living room. I can imagine that's how that would be. I want to get more plants though. I really do. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting plants. I'm trying to think of my TV crush. I don't know if I have one.
That guy?
I don't think I have a TV crush. No.
I have one.
Who?
Dean Cain.
Nick said Dean Cain is his TV crush. That's your TV crush? Dean Cain?
Right, Chuck Norris TV crush.
He said Chuck Norris is his TV crush.
Who's Dean Cain?
Dean Cain was Superman. Like way back in the day. The TV show Superman, like way back in the day. Okay, here we go. I'll donate $5 if Xia just gets up quietly and lets Jenna keep talking to herself, says Healer.
It's like every time when I go to open my mouth and Zia's like not looking at me and I'm sitting here with my mouth open.
All right, we're going to start. Oh, there's some good stuff today. Okay. We'll start with this one, everybody. Do we want? Yeah, Nick got high and ate most of this. There's hardly any left.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Bring him high to Texas Roadhouse.
Get him high, get him high. Do you want to smell this? Smell test?
Sure. Oh. Oh, smells like syrup, maple syrup.
Well, that is.
Maple syrup and some sort of meat.
I like where your head's at already. Okay, open up wide. Yee! Probably someone from Jersey Shore since she's into greasy Italianos.
What the hell is this? This texture is disgusting. It's not like beef jerky. It's like cloth.
I mean, you're so on the same. You just have to figure out the type of meat it is. You want one more piece?
Tastes like bacon.
And what'd you say before?
Bacon and?
Bacon and maple syrup.
Yes!
Okay, so in
Yes!
fairness, I would have never gotten that bacon and maple syrup if I didn't smell it.
Okay, all right. So it was the smell that got you. It's bacon jerky. It's maple flavored bacon jerky.
I really like it. I kind of, the texture really threw me off because it tasted like you put cloth in my mouth.
Right,
So I was
right.
really confused and I was kind of stunned. But I almost like the fact that I don't have to, like, kill my teeth in order to eat the jerky. You know?
Nice and soft, right?
It is.
Yeah, it's like a soft.
That was good.
Old Nerdy says lemon. Is that still funny?
When will that not be funny?
It's never gonna not be funny, and the fact that you asked made it funnier.
Someone make a video of like lemons going around my face. Lemon.
Just lemon, yeah.
Just little lemons floating around the screen.
Like, what are they called? Like the sugar plums dancing in your head, but lemons?
Yeah, that works too.
Feed Jenna a bikini. Andrew wants me to feed you a bikini.
Andrew.
Mr.
Andrew.
And Hippopotamus wants me to make you eat it off my boobs. Would make a lot then. Terry! Thank you so much for the super chat. Jerry said, I really wish I could cheer you up, Jenna. Makes my heart ouch when you were sad. Bring on the Xia the feeder.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to make Jenna better. We're going to feed her feelings.
Aww,
Okay.
That's normally what I do.
That's what I do too. All right, ready? Sorry, got it in there. They do make edible bikinis. I want to try those. I had Honey Barbecue Slim Jim. I love the Savage ones. Wait, what? They have a Honey Barbecue Slim Jim? Are you freaking kidding me? I got to find that. So as you can probably guess, it's the same thing. It's just a different flavor. We have to figure out the flavor. You guys see
Tastes
that?
like ham.
I mean, bacon is ham.
Hey, it's the same thing. I think it's ham.
Oh my god. Oh, Fifth Element. I haven't seen
All
that in
right.
so long.
So we're off to a good start then.
Killing it.
No idea. It tastes.
People want me to baby bird you. That's terrible.
What? No. I said I can do a lot of weird stuff. I don't think that's one of them. Can I smell it?
Yeah. Smell it. Smell test.
Kind of smells like dog food in a weird way.
You know what? It kind of does. I see that.
I don't know. It tastes light like ham. So like a honey glazed bacon or something.
No, it's
That was a nice no.
I was like, oh god, you suck at this.
But you know what? I don't want to make fun of you because I know if the situation's reversed, I probably would too. When you're blindfolded, it's so much harder to guess what the hell you're eating.
Especially with the jerkies. You guys will tell me, like, oh, you just had this flavored jerky. I'm like, it all just tastes like meat, but slightly different. You know?
Oh my god.
Again, the first one, I don't taste
Healer.
any maple. I just smelled maple.
You smelled it. That's how
Yeah.
you knew. Yeah. Healer says my box actually has honey barbecue meat and sticks in it. Really? Oh, the other box. I see.
That was the first thing I thought, too. I was like, his box.
In my box. All right. So it's a hickory smoke.
Never would have
Hickory
gotten
smoke.
it. Yep.
I don't think I'd ever get that either. If you don't
How the hell
know.
am I supposed to know what that tastes like?
Yeah. Hickory smoke. We're moving on from savory to sweet now. So maybe if you want to have a little bit of water, cleanse the palate.
I found it.
You got it. Ham is the butt bacon in the gut. Is that what it is? Butt bacon? Like filet is brisket. Oh, yeah. I had edible panties as a gag gift like 15 years ago. It melted in the box on her dresser. It tasted like a shitty fruit roll-up.
Oh.
When I was little, you know those candy necklaces? My
Yeah.
friend bought me a bikini of the same stuff as like a candy. It was like a candy bikini made of the same stuff. And I used to just carry that around, and I ate it as a snack for like a week at school.
That's actually funny.
I just had it with me. I was like, this is a great snack. Daniel, I don't know. Hickory is a type of wood, and I assume they smoke it with hickory wood chips.
But they talking like I eat wood. And the thing is, too, it's like hickory wood smoke, but you do that, and then you put it with any sort of else, it's always going to taste slightly different.
Right.
It might be hickory, but it's hickory times what degree? So I think that's the issue. I don't know.
I think it's Hickory Dickory's dock or something like that. All right, let's go. This is the next one, guys. Ready? Take a bite.
So it's strawberry
Yay! We got it.
and yogurt.
Close.
Damn.
Very close. I mean, strawberry cream. It's,
Yeah. those little pock stick things or something?
You pretty much got
Like
it.
the pizza ones.
Po-
Remember the pizza things?
Yeah, but these are Pocky. Pocky is the brand.
Oh, Pocky,
But
okay,
you were
okay.
I knew as soon as you said Pock, I knew what you were trying to say.
Yeah. I didn't know what the thing was.
Yeah, they're
Pocky.
crunchy strawberry cream covered cocoa biscuit sticks. They're strawberry Pocky.
Nice.
Right?
That was good. I
It's good,
approved
right?
That was
Yeah,
good.
I like these. I like these a lot. Those are Nick ate a whole package of these, so I'm glad that wow, there's only 2 left. He saved 2 for Jenna. He's like, we need to save at least 2 for the show. Okay, next one are these. I'm not Healer's idea. Just suck on Zia's fingers for a cleansing. Well, they are covered in pee.
Then it's like, that's gross. I don't want her gross fingers in my mouth.
People really just want you to suck on things on me, apparently. Guys, get your mind out of the
It's
gutter.
like everyone's fantasy.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's the sister thing. Open your mouth. This is not helping. I just keep saying, open up wide, Jenna. Let me put things in your mouth.
This is dry as hell.
I'm still at let's throw Legos at them to see if any stick in their belly button. My belly button has a hernia. Nothing sticks in there. Yeah. So what do you?
Damn, does it really?
Yeah, I have a belly button hernia.
Wow. I didn't even know that was like a belly button.
Yeah, it just pokes out through my belly button.
This was kind of gross. It's chocolate something, but it tasted like chalk.
It's disgusting. I that's why I didn't want to like sway you one way or the other, but I hated these. They were so nasty. Now I'll tell you where.
You bite into it and like it's almost like powdery.
Yeah.
Like it was like it broke apart like chalk and it was powdery. It was very bizarre.
So it's a
Yeah,
fruit.
it's disgusting.
You know what fruit it is.
It's a fruit?
Yeah, it's a chocolate covered fruit. Healer says his angle was totally the pea hands. Yeah, sure. The pea
All right,
hands.
let me have another one because I want to see if I know the fruit.
All
I
right.
didn't know it
What
was a
did you
fruit.
think it was?
I was just thinking chocolate mousse, but
No, there's a fruit in there. I'm curious if you'll get the fruit. You do kind of get it, but to me it tastes kind of like throw up. The combination of the fruit and the garbage chocolate tastes a little like puke. Not a fan.
it does kind of taste like puke.
Right?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's tricky, Zia. My hands are covered in pee, she says as she's
I
feeding
have
Jenna
no
with her hands.
idea. No clue what that is.
Think about where I'm from.
That doesn't help me.
If you put it on pizza.
You can put it on pizza, but it's not good on pizza.
Pineapple?
Yeah, it's chocolate covered pineapple pieces from 7-Eleven.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I went to this fancy. So Mary Beth came to see Chrissy Mayer do stand up with me. Chrissy and Keanu, both so funny. I can't tell you how much of a relief it is to have friends that are funny because you go watch their stand up. What if they're not funny? Like, how do you? And I had never seen Keanu do stand up before, and so I I was a little nervous. I was like, oh no, she's hilarious. I had no reason. Like, she's funny on podcasts, but you never know. Like when you watch someone to do stand up. And I knew Chrissy's funny because I've seen Chrissy do stand up before and she's hilarious, but it was a really funny. But anyway, on the way back, we stopped at 7-Eleven because I just wanted to get something to drink. And Mary Beth is like my fucking snack counterpart. We're just running all over 7-Eleven being like, ooh, look at these. And oh, this is new. And so of course I start grabbing everything. Jenna, I spent $45 at 7-Eleven on snacks.
Oh my goodness.
And Nick gets alerts from the credit card as soon as I walk in the house. He goes, $45.
I thought someone stole it. I'm like, what happened?
He thought someone stole it.
I was gonna say, yeah, $45 at 7-Eleven's a weird charge to get.
It is. I get it. But they had so many snacks I'd never had before. All this new stuff. And like, as I was
That
like,
just tasted gross.
it's this terrible.
I never would have assumed that was fruit, and it was
No.
weird and powdery, and I don't know.
Awful.
Weird.
Ugh. All right. Let's see. What do we do next? Let's do these guys. All right. So these are all the same thing, different flavors. I'm gonna start
So
with.
same thing I just ate?
No. But
Oh, okay.
there are 3 different things I'm
Got
gonna
it,
give you,
okay.
but yeah, ready? Take a bite because it's huge. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Crummies.
Nick, they're crumbly. Hold on. I'm gonna
Should've
get
just
this.
gave her
So
the whole thing.
doesn't get. It's too big. It's huge.
It's not.
Yeah, it is. Jenna's not a fan.
Oh.
Did you hold it up? People know what it is.
Oh yeah, let's show people what it is.
You know
Old
when you go
nerdy.
to the dentist and they use like the fluoride stuff that you have to bite into to make a mold of your teeth.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's flavored like watermelon or something weird. That's what that is.
Jenna doesn't like it. I really liked these. That's so funny. So it is a tax write-off. I do write it off. All the snacks.
That was foul. That's
Okay.
All it tastes like is the stuff that you have to sit for 3 minutes at the dentist in your mouth when they're doing a mold of your teeth.
Do you know what it is?
No. It's fruity. Is it watermelon? Is it like, I don't know.
No, it is fruity. Do you know what the actual thing is that you're eating?
No idea.
Try a different flavor.
All right, let's try a different. Let's try the next flavor.
All right.
Let's see. All right, another bite.
Do you want to put the whole thing in my mouth?
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. Whole thing. Jenna hates this. Zod says, do you have a puke bag ready, Zia? You might need it now. I might.
Ew.
Ew.
Is it macaroon or something?
They are. You got it. They're macaroons. I actually really liked these.
Terrible.
Nick thought they were
disgusting.
terrible. I liked them. Do you know what flavor that was?
Lemon. Okay, it's
She
not
went for
lemon.
the joke answer.
I was serious.
Oh my God, no! You were serious?
So it's not lemon?
No. It's a nut.
What?
Oh my God.
I'm over here. I'm like, that's lemon.
I thought you said that for the joke.
Oh, I know. I totally didn't. I was like 100% serious.
I was
just
like,
then.
see, Jenna, you are funny. She's like, no, I was serious.
No, Nutella. Hazelnut.
Oh.
No.
Okay, not hazelnut.
Hippopotamus says, don't pay any more in taxes than you have to. Keep that money to be beautiful and live a good life, Zia. I love you, Hippopotamus. I pay so much money in taxes. Hopefully this year it's going to be different.
Hippopotamus, are you a girl or a boy?
He's a boy.
Or either.
He's a guy. But he said his girlfriend loves me too. They bought my notebooks. My whole heart was like, I'm sorry, what?
That is so kind. I just couldn't, because that's like a very like name that I feel like I could have written as my
Hippopotamus.
name, so I just couldn't tell if that was like a funny chick or not.
All right. What?
Nothing
Nick?
against you being, wherever gender you are.
Being a guy.
Yeah.
You didn't tell her what the lemon was.
She didn't guess what the first one was either.
No.
We haven't gotten any of these.
All right, number 3. Here we go.
Number 3. All right, ready? I'm going to put the whole thing in. Hippopotamus said she's watching. That makes me so happy. Healer, I do pay my taxes. They just asked me for too many. Too many taxes.
Okay.
Hi,
That
Sir
one
Madam.
wasn't bad.
That one was better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chocolate.
That was chocolate. You got it. Hey. So any guesses on the first 2 flavors?
Strawberry?
Hey, you got it.
Okay.
The first one was strawberry. Look at this. Amazing.
Second one, walnut. I don't know nuts.
I've never heard of a walnut flavored anything.
Like, dude, you literally gave me walnut. Wait, no, you didn't. I was thinking, do you remember that? Do you remember that ice cream you gave me? No, maple walnut. Wasn't that what that was?
Yeah.
Maple walnut ice cream was what you gave me.
Yeah, but it had walnuts in it. It wasn't like a walnut flavor. Like I've never had a walnut flavor of anything.
Okay, valid.
The middle one is, should I just tell her? I'll tell you. It's pistachio.
Pistachio.
James, no, I took it the way he meant it was, I wasn't going to do tax evasion. The way I took it was like write off everything you can write off and don't pay more than you have to. I'll write everything off legally, but I'm going to write everything off that I can write off. That's how I took it anyway. I definitely don't want to not pay my taxes because I don't want to go to jail.
Well, you guys have your house now as a tax break, so that's lovely.
Yeah, and that helps. And I'm filing as an S corporation for this next tax year, so that should also help a lot.
Nice.
She's a photographer. She thinks Zia is the most beautiful girl in the world. I showed her Chip and Real Ass podcast. Dude, I love your girlfriend so much. I love you too.
Most kind thing.
I know.
Hippopotamus. We
I love
you.
it so much.
And your girlfriend.
I love them both. They're so nice. Oh, okay. These are going to be weird. I feel like this isn't.
You hold the fucking thing over. Oh my god.
Oh, all I heard was.
As I said, hold the thing over.
She heard crumbs. Okay, hold on.
I heard a lot of crumbs.
A lot of crumbs. All right. You're being a real crumb bum. Okay, hold on. This is gonna be hard to do. Hold on. I'll tell you when to get ready because I'm trying to like. All right, you're gonna have to bite, but maybe bite and then bite again. I don't know. This is a hard thing to eat. Ready?
Oh, cool.
I just want to make sure you get all of it so you have the full experience of what this is. And then I'll try to show everybody what it is if they can see it. If it helps, I'll tell you where it's from. It's from France. I don't like. How would you guess this? Wow, no.
Some sort of wafer thing, but it's like not. Almost as like. You know, like baklava, but if it didn't have the. Like it was not sticky.
Like phyllo dough. I know what you're saying. Yes. Like you're really close. I'm just gonna tell you because you're so close. It's crispy crepe. So it's like thin, crepey.
I like that.
It's good, right?
It's pretty good.
But like, how would you get this?
I don't know. I'm surprised that I was kind of on track though with the phyllo dough. Like that just came out of my ass.
Yeah, no, but you were right. Like that was very, very close. Right? I was impressed.
I'm thinking,
yes.
Top of it's. I would say baklava. That's how I say it. It's the white girl way to say it.
That's how I say it too. I don't know. Oh my god.
I was thinking about like the crispy top that it's always like so nice when you bite into.
Oh god, it's so good. Awesome. Didlotic in the friggin' chat. I'm a crepe. I'm a weirdo. The hell am I doing here? Nick, I'm pretty sure we did these already.
Yeah.
I'm like 99. Can you guys remember from last week? Did we do these? No? I could have swore we did these. Okay. Maybe not. I thought we did. Because I did these a couple weeks ago.
Well, Jenna will be able to remember if she's been into it.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
I just said pistachio was lemon, and the last time I said lemon, it was chocolate.
But I also wouldn't necessarily be able to, like, I forget things that I've had before. Like, that wasn't a knock against Jenna. Like, how would you remember that? She's not seeing it.
I don't know. Maybe I'll remember it because I eat all the snacks after.
Maybe. So let's see. Okay, open.
Wait, hold on.
Nope. Oh yeah, I guess I could have swore because Nick kept these, and I thought that was weird. All right, this is a huge one. I'm gonna put the whole thing in your mouth. It's really big though. Oh my god, that seems huge. Okay. Oh. I love cookies. Saw. It's a lot. It's a huge cookie. It's taking everything I have in me not to eat the cookie.
Oh my god.
Jenna's still chewing. Hippopotamus said, yes, shove it all in there. It's really big. Open your mouth super wide. What is surströmming? I don't know what that is, but I would try it. Nick, look it up for me. I want to see. Producer Nick's on it.
All right, so we have not done these before.
Okay, we haven't. I could have swore we did these.
Is it a big s'more cookie?
No, but I'm pretty sure that's what you said last time. I swear to God. This is what you said last time. No. It's not s'more. Ooh, it's lightly salted fermented Baltic Sea herring, traditional to Swedish cuisine since at least the 16th century. Oh, I'd try that. Fermented herring? Yeah, I'd totally try that. Distinct from fried or pickled herring. I'd try both. Yeah, hell yeah. I like salted stuff.
This one's hard. Because it tastes like s'mores.
Backhanded another quote. That's a huge one. It seems really big, and I'm gonna put it in your mouth.
Here's the thing.
2023.
It's so like it was like powdery. When I was chewing, all I was getting is that outer like cookie.
You weren't getting the inside?
I couldn't really taste the insides. It was nothing but like cookie.
I wonder if I can get you. It's not gonna work. Nick's already tried this. So the inside is like. You want to try like another? Maybe if I broke one in half.
Yeah, let's try that because I just feel like when I was chewing, it was difficult. That was difficult to eat.
Ooh, that was sexy. I broke that apart, and that was sexy. All right. I love salt. What's wrong with salt? You don't want the herring, Xia? Trust me, it fucking reeks. I would still try it. I like salted. I like fish and I like salted. It sounds like haggis, not a meal, a bet. A haggis is one that I think I'd have a harder time trying. I've never tried haggis before. I would for content, but outside of content, probably not.
So it tastes like chocolate, clearly. I said clearly so confidently, and I was like, watch it not be.
It's not chocolate.
I was like, watch it not be chocolate.
It's not chocolate.
I don't know. This one has me stumped.
Andrew really wants me to do things to you while you eat. Now he wants me to smack your thighs while you're eating.
Every time she gets it wrong.
Bad Jenna.
We should get a ruler.
Eric told me I had thunder. What did he say? He said something. I think he said he had thunder thighs the other day, and I was like, oh no.
There's nothing wrong with thunder thighs. That's what I tell myself because people tell me I have thunder thighs all the time.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what we were doing, but he was like, yeah, you got some thunders. And I was like, what?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, goddammit.
I hope not. I mean, Andrew loves my thighs.
Yeah, everybody
so.
loves your thighs. You have
Thanks,
beautiful
Andrew.
thighs. Thunder thighs is not a bad thing. All right.
I don't know what that is.
Just go.
All right. It's a caramel. It's milk caramel cookie.
What?
Yeah, so the center is like a caramel.
Chocolate.
Dulce de leche. Nick goes, chocolate. Nosy, people start puking when they immediately open the can. It's not good. Haggis or the fish?
Probably both.
Probably both.
Really strong.
It's very strong.
I want to smell it
strong.
now.
I know, me too.
Right? I'm like really like, ooh.
We'll do that for a Sexy Sisters.
We will. We have to go like film it outside though.
Yeah. So it's
We'll,
not
like,
in the house?
insert clip, yeah.
Yes.
Insert clip here.
Just that's left, right?
Okay, yeah.
This one is very difficult.
This one's difficult.
This one's going to be hard. But I believe in you. I'm going to break a big piece of it off.
All right.
Show everyone.
All right. If you guys can see what this is.
Very difficult.
Let me know if you guys think that Jenna's going to get this or not, okay? All right. Lemon.
The little faith.
Backhand says, Xia and Jenna, you do not have thunder thighs. Lizzo has thunder thighs. I love you, Backhand. All right, ready? It's a big one. Maybe that was a little bit too big of a piece. Sexy Sisters on location. Yes, old nerdy. I love it.
Chocolate chip cookie.
You got it! Yay! An old chocolate chip cookie. These we got because Dearborn Bakery items have like found their way across every ShopRite in New Jersey.
right.
You can take that off.
Maybe.
Yeah. Jenna needs to readjust and see. It always takes the poor thing a minute. Her contacts are like, she's like, I can't see anything.
There's so many lights in here too that every time I open, I'm like,
So
oh my God.
bright, yeah. So yeah, these and I've been wanting to try them forever. For old cookies, they're pretty good. These were on sale for 70% off, $1.93 for this whole thing of cookies, right? So I was like,
Yeah.
screw it, let's try them. Rocky Mountain Oyster, that's just mean. Backhand said, yay, Jenna got it first try. First try. Oh my goodness. Okay, my dress is like really brightened up. Stress doesn't stay down.
Eric came after me for wearing these shorts
Why? In what way?
because I'm supposed to be getting my period. So he's like, "What if you get it on stream,
You
Jenna?"
know what? That's
I said,
a good
so
point.
be it. And then he goes, "You're just gonna have to swap your shirt for your shorts." I said, "So be it."
So, well, look, you also, to be fair, you're coming to the house of another woman who
No,
has
that's what I was thinking. I was
tampons,
like, we'll
extra
figure it
clothes,
out. Yeah, I was like,
whatever
we'll
you
figure
need.
it
Yeah,
out.
we'll be fine. James says, anything you can't have in the house because of the smell shouldn't be eaten, i.e. chitterlings. Are chitterlings,
chitterlings?
the fried casing in the entrails of the animal? Is that what that is?
Daniel.
What did Daniel say? I missed it. Lizzo doesn't have thunder thighs. She has an entire storm. I almost missed that. That would have been amazing.
Oh.
Chitterlings, sometimes spelled chitlins or chitlins, are the small intestines of domestic animals. They're usually made from pigs' intestines. Yes, you know who was telling me about this? Dave Temple was telling Chip and I about this, and he was saying that people eat those. Like it's like a thing that I don't know if he meant the black community or he's black or like he was telling us about it, like or the Southern community. But he was saying that that's like, yeah, I don't know if I could ever do that. I think that's not for me. The way he was describing it, even afterwards, Jim was like, so like, do you eat that? so funny.
I want to try a bunch of weird like food like that.
I would like to try weird food, but I'd have to draw the line at like certain things. I don't know if I'd do that. But I would try, like, I'd try the fish. I'd try the salty fish. I'd try, I don't know. I'm trying to think about it afterwards. I'm like, I'd try Rocky Mountain oysters. I would
try anything.
Yeah, why not?
Says some say Lizzo's thighs lift Thor's hammer.
Oh, mindless self-indulgence. I've been listening to kind of a lot of mindless self-indulgence lately. I don't know. That Shut Me Up song has been, I can't stop listening to it. And then I found the song that's called the F Word that I definitely can't say on YouTube. I forgot how much I like that song. I forgot that I actually used to listen to them more in high school. And I know way more songs than I thought I did. And I was like, oh my God.
What's the F word? Is it like a mean word for another person?
Bundle of sticks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what the song's called. It's a great song. Can't say it on YouTube. Speaking of salty things. Oh my God. Oh no. Jenna, I have to pee really bad. Do you want to get this started and I'm going to pee?
It.
Okay,
yeah.
you're the best. Thank you.
What the hell is her toot? What is what's that word?
I don't know what that is.
Nick, what's that word?
I have no idea what that word is. HIRS.
Hold on.
Pursuit?
Nick's
Harry.
Okay, well it's a term for hairy. It says he tastes hairy and salty. Great. An Ohio man's tongue turned green and hairy following an alleged reaction to smoking cigarettes while simultaneously taking antibiotics. Wow.
You want to see it?
Do I want to see it? I do want to see it. Oh my goodness. I'm stunned. It looks... Oh. It looks like a joke. Like, I don't know. It looks like he has like algae growing on his tongue. All right. Well, I guess let's continue. It's really foul. You got to scroll all the way up. All right. Doctors diagnosed him with a hairy tongue and abnormal coating of skin cells that form on the tongue when the phylloform papillae, these are medical terms, so we will not get them right. Tiny conical protrusions containing taste buds became enlarged and discolored due to a buildup of debris and bacteria.
I just heard hairy tongue.
Oh, it's bad. This is gross.
Is it that bad?
Because of smoking cigarettes and taking antibiotics.
Ew. Okay. Oh my God. Oh.
Can you imagine like kissing someone?
No. I would puke in his mouth.
That's disgusting.
It looks like he's growing seaweed on his tongue.
That's what I said. Some sort of like algae is on his tongue.
Ew. Thank you, backhand. His tongue has a part down the middle. It does.
Nick, did you put this on screen? Like, can they see it? Oh, okay.
Oh, gross. Yeah, that is seriously a new use for Manscaped. Oh, that's so disgusting.
Nasty.
Ew.
All right. Generally caused by poor oral hygiene, the condition, which generally affects adults over 40, is more common in men, can be say the word, please.
Exacerbated. Exacerbated. You got it. It's a weird word.
I know the word. Can be provoked by smoking. I don't know, given and whatever. I'm not going to try to say it.
That's fine.
Which causes bacteria and plaque to accumulate on the tongue.
There are a few words that for some reason I just can't say. Like, I know the word, but my mouth is like,
I'm
no,
not even going to try.
Just kidding.
Again, I know the word. I know what it is, but that's why I kind of just stopped and I was like, Nick's just scrolling on through.
That's so gross. That's so disgusting. I'm with you, Tricky. Thank God I'm not eating right now. Thank God we finished the snack portion of the show. That was before. Would a girl get rug burn if he ate her out? Dilotic, I love you so much for saying that. Oh, that's so disgusting. Oh, you have to open the fish in water.
Oh, Nick said that's it. Cancel it out. So I guess some guy got a reaction from smoking cigarettes. And has a hairy tongue now.
And he has bad. That's how
I know.
bad does your oral hygiene have to be for your?
That's disgusting. So I
Brush your
know
teeth,
that some people have hairy tongue because they literally had a part of their tongue missing and got a like skin graft. And now it's like, oh, if you had a skin graft of your thigh, now you have hair growing in your tongue. You have to actually shave because it's the skin. Imagine having to shave your tongue because it's like your thighs attached.
That sucks.
It's not, and the whole thing is you can't actually taste it because obviously there's no skin or no taste buds
on your thigh, right?
But it helps with like pronunciation of words, things like that. If obviously parts of your tongue are missing.
Yeah, you kind of want to have your tongue. I had a family friend that I knew who lost her taste for like, this was well before COVID. This was years ago. She hit her head and lost her taste for like 2 years. She couldn't taste anything. And
she got horrifying because like food is
love.
Yeah.
Food is life.
Food is love.
She got ripped though. I mean, I guess you would, right? Like you just eat the plainest, like most garbage stuff because nothing tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you may just gargle nail. Nair.
Nair?
Licking cat. Wait, Josephus comedy, sweet Jesus. Tricky says, oh, fuck you, Nick. Quit putting it up.
Wait, what up?
Nick just keeps putting the hairy tongue up for people. That's so mean. Nick, are you grabbing a confession for us? Already got a confession for us.
I lost my taste buds from COVID too, and I would, as like jokes, I would like go on camera and like eat onions.
That would be good.
Yeah,
that would be really good.
Just take a bite into an onion and be like, I can't taste it, and I would like that was the highlight of my Snapchat for all the times I had COVID.
You know what we need to do? We need to get our hands on miracle berries. This is something I grew up with in Hawaii. We had it there.
Oh, doesn't it change the taste of everything after?
Yes. So it changes. If you eat it, I shit you not, you can eat entire lemons, and they're so sweet. They're so sweet.
So that's like the key to getting ripped, though.
I mean,
like eating crap, disgusting, bland food, but having one of those beforehand.
But it only does it to like sour foods. It makes sour foods sweet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It doesn't like the active.
It doesn't just taste like anything is.
Yeah. No, it doesn't change. Like I think it might change the taste of some other stuff, but specifically it's sour to sweet.
And you had these?
Yeah. They grew all over in Hawaii, so we used to pick them off a tree and just eat them, and it was like this fun thing. And then we'd like eat a lemon or we'd like eat a grapefruit, and it was so sweet. Like my mouth is filling with saliva because it was so good.
That is the coolest thing ever.
The berries contain miraculin, a rogue glycoprotein that tricks the tongue's taste bud receptors into believing a sour food is actually sweet.
That's really neat.
Yeah. How do you shit someone not? That's a good question, Stretch Tricky! Tricky, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. After that horror show, we need to work to a treat now. Yeah, how close are we, by the way, to bikinis? Nick says not close at all. We're at 80. Okay, we're not going to make it tonight probably unless someone comes in quickly with 120. But I like where your head's at, Tricky. I got a crap ton of new bikinis. Nick ordered a ton.
We can also make that a fun goal for next week.
Yep, fun goal for next week. Get into a bikini. Tuesday we hit the bikini goal. I'll try on bikinis on this coming Tuesday. Sunday, the snack stream. I'm doing this all the time, folks.
Cool.
Every day. Oh boy.
So it's like, I love it how Tricky says, okay, after the horror show, we need to work on the treat now. This one's talking about crapping from the first line.
Yep. Yeah, this is the confession. As soon as I started reading the beginning of it, I was like, oh, great. Do you want to read it or should I?
I could start, sure.
Let's do it.
As the title says, I take absolutely massive dumps. It is effing annoying. I gotta plunge the effing toilet all the time, and most of the time, I have to wait a while before it will flush.
Oh my God.
I'm a big guy, 6'3", 260 pounds. I eat healthy, lift weights, and exercise. I don't drink or eat any fast food. Most of the things that I eat are clean, and I track calories. I eat between...
That's so
okay,
much.
Well, I guess he's 260 pounds, so I guess he's bulking. I eat between 3,500 and 4,000 calories a day and sometimes more.
I wish I could eat that much.
I'm healthy, and my massive dumps aren't really an issue as I'm not struggling to release the Kraken every time I go, but holy F, the toilets are effing weak. I ain't just my house. It's most places where the toilets aren't those industrial grade public crappers that will flush a football Although I've clogged those before, shaking my head.
Why is this guy taking such massive dumps? Mondo Dukes.
Have you ever heard of the, what is it? You always bring up the
poop
knife,
knife?
the poop knife?
The poop
He
knife.
needs
That's
one
what
of
he
those.
needs.
Would you like to continue on the second
I will
paragraph?
continue. Okay. My wife hates it, but I don't know what to do about it. She texted me earlier today, quote, "For the record, I don't understand how poop that big comes out of you. Like the width of it just doesn't compute." To be fair, I forgot we had people over, and usually it has to sit for a minute before the plunger will work to dislodge the turd.
No.
Sometimes I weigh myself before and after, and I swear to the Holy Ghost I've taken 5 to 6 pounder dumpers before. The other issue is the stench is obviously unpleasant, to say the least. Shaking my head. Too much tricky. Sometimes too much fiber can actually make you constipated.
He needs some chili or something.
He
Some more
needs-
beans. Like,
It's something. Maybe more vegetables.
oh my God.
You want to go on, and then I'll read the last
Sure.
one.
He says it's not just the toilets in my house, it's most residential crappers aren't able to handle it. Look, I'm just venting because it's annoying as F and rather embarrassing when I gotta drop a duke at someone's house and then ask for the plunger. Shake my head. Some people don't even have one. What the F am I supposed to do?
And then the last line, literally what we just talked about. I remember the legend of the poop knife, and while I would never defile myself with resorting to such measures, I understand. I think he might need a poop knife.
I was gonna say, he's like, oh my God, I can't ever resort to that. But dude, you're then talking about how you clog the toilet every time.
And you gotta let it
That
sit.
can't be good for your pipes. At what point is your septic system gonna go like coming up through your house?
Your wife is a saint.
Oh,
Your wife
that's
is a
so
saint for putting
funny.
up with that. Oh my God.
Wow.
The first comment, the first one, it has 3.5 thousand upvotes, says upgrade your toilet to a man size / commercial or get a poop knife. And then someone commented, there's only one right answer, and it is the second option. Get the poop knife. And then someone says, what the hell is a poop knife? And please don't tell me it is what I think it is.
And someone went, behold, and put the Reddit poop knife.
Right, here's the story.
Is this the I've never actually read the story.
Oh, you can read it.
All
Read
right.
it. It's great.
My family poops big. Maybe it's genetic, maybe it's their diet, but everyone births giant logs of crap. If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know that sometimes it won't flush. It lays across the hole and at the bottom of the bowel, and the vortex of draining water merely gives it a spin as it mocks you. Growing up, this was a common enough occurrence that our family had a poop knife. It was an old rusty kitchen knife that hung on a nail in the laundry room. What? And only to be used for that purpose. So did you have to go in and walk to get the poop knife from the laundry room?
I guess.
Like you had to do like the poop knife walk of shame? Like, it's another big one, brother. You know, like.
It's like when a guy grabs a newspaper or magazine and takes it in the bathroom. You know what he's doing?
yeah.
They just grab the poop knife.
Jesus. Oh, here we go. Here's the next line. Okay. It was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, "Hey, you got me a poop knife?" I thought it was a standard kit. You have your plunger, your toilet brush, and your poop knife. Fast forward to 22. It's been a day or two between poops, and I'm over at my friend's house. Day or two between poops. Okay. For someone who takes massive dumps, I think you're doing it on the regular.
Yeah.
My friend was the local dealer and always had guests over because you can't buy weed without sitting on your ass and sampling it for an hour. I excuse myself and lay a gigantic turd. I look down and see that it's a sideways one, so I crack the door and yell out to my friend. He arrives and I ask him for his poop knife. My what? Your poop knife, I say. I need it, please. And he goes, what the F is a poop knife? Obviously, he has one, but maybe he calls it by a more delicate name. A fecal cleaver? A dung divider? A guano glaive? What is that?
Glaive.
What's a glaive?
I think a glaive is just another
Some sort of hidden thing?
Yeah, knife thing.
Hold on, Nick's looking. I don't know what a glaive is. Or glove? Glave?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay, it's
This
like
is
a sword.
fancy knife.
Oh my god, it's like a spear thing. You can kill someone with that.
That's
thing.
pretty rad. I want
That is
one.
really
I want that
cool.
on my wall. That's what I should put on the
That's what
wall
you're
on
bringing
this
to like
wall.
the fantasy fairs. All right,
Hell
anyways,
yeah.
so I explain what it is and explain what it is that I want and why I want it. He starts giggling, then laughing. Then lots of people start laughing. It turns out the music stopped and everyone had heard my pleas through the door. It also turns out that none of them had poop knives. It was just my effed up family with their effed up vows. FML. I told this to my wife last night, who was amused and horrified at the same time. It turns out that she did not know what the poop knife was and had been using the old rusty knife hanging in the utility closet as a basic utility knife.
Oh no!
She said thankfully she didn't cook with it, but used it to open Amazon boxes. She will be getting her own utility knife now.
She didn't know about the poop
Okay,
knife.
edit, common question. Why was this not in the bathroom instead of the laundry room? Answer. We only had one poop knife, and the laundry room was central to all 3 bathrooms. I have no idea why we didn't have 3 poop knives. All I know is we didn't. We did the one. We had the one, possibly because my father was notoriously cheap about the weirdest things. So yes, we shared our poop knife.
So what if 2 people were pooping at once and they both needed the poop knife? They had to wait to take turns and just sit there on the toilet? Oh my God, this is so terrible.
I've never read that story before. That was a first for me.
That's the original poop knife story. That's how I heard about it, was that story. Yeah, because that went everywhere. It got huge, and so everybody was talking about the poop knife. And I think there were other people that even got in on the conversation. Were like, oh yeah, we have a poop knife too. Like, there are enough.
I remember we briefly spoke about it.
Yeah. I think there are enough people that have it. I don't. No one should assume or ask, hey, is this a poop knife? No, they shouldn't. I've never heard of this in my life. And my dad, like, we were constantly late for school because my dad was pooping. Like, I remember when I was in like 3rd grade or 4th grade, whatever grade it was, I used to get in trouble for being late to school almost every day. And I was like, they, be yelling at me like, oh, you're always late. I'm like, I'm 8. You need to have a conversation with my people. You think I'm driving here? Like, what do you think's happening? But I would get my dad up with a cup of coffee in the morning because that's how I'd get him out of bed.
Yeah.
As I would make him his coffee. I knew exactly how he took it. And I'd bring him his coffee in. And then I shit you not, he'd be in the bathroom pooping, and me and Xia are like, Dad, we really gotta go. And like 40 minutes later, he'd still be on the toilet. We're in the car, and we'd be late to school almost every single day because of that. But we never had a poop knife.
Wow.
It took him so
I never
long.
understood why people take that long to use the bathroom.
I don't get it. He was reading. He was always reading. But I don't understand.
You drop the kids off and then you read.
And then, take us to school. Like, what is this? Did your dad have to write a shameful note admitting the truth? No, I just outed him on this. Eat more fiber, you animal. Yeah, like, for the love of God. I never understood. But, yeah, so that was always fun for us. Guys, we ended on a real high note tonight.
Honestly, that was pretty nice. I'm going to go relay that story to my boyfriend's family later.
Yeah, tell them all about it.
Yeah,
tell them about the poop knife.
Let's get a shit knife.
What if they have one?
What if they have one?
It's one that Jenna's been using for something the whole time, and they're like,
they don't eat any food. I swear these people don't eat food.
Yeah? What do they do?
They live off of coffee, so they're never hungry. And, like, they'll eat, like, food at night or snack a little bit throughout the day. But I swear it's rare if I see Eric's stepdad eat dinner when he gets home from work. And he says he'll, like, snack and has food at his job and whatever, but...
That's it.
During the weekends, when you're not working, you think you would see him eating, like, breakfast and lunch. It's a rarity if I see the man eat eggs in the morning.
How do people do? I don't eat breakfast, but I don't know. I don't understand people. There have been days where if I'm super busy, I'll kind of forget to eat.
Right.
But I usually feel it. Like, I don't know, man. I need to eat. I need food.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. They just, like, don't eat.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So I don't think we will be needing a crap. Maybe Eric and I will need a crap knife in our, future years, but
hopefully not.
hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Hopefully you and your kids aren't taking Mondo Dukes. Do you not think the coffee was making him shit? Daniel, no, it definitely was, but that's how we got him out of bed. There was no other way to get him out of bed. So it was like, give him the coffee so he'd get up, but then he would get up and go to the toilet. So it was like a lose-lose.
Yeah, I feel like coffee poops are usually so like,
they're quick, right?
they just come right, because you're usually like running to the bathroom.
Nick's trying to get me to laugh at this story again. He's trying to get me to laugh at this story again. I don't appreciate what you're doing. I'm not thinking about how funny it is.
Is he talking about your concrete of a cement stepmom or someone dropping a
No.
deuce in your...
He's talking about that story of the guy who...
Oh, it's the one where he's like, hey, it's clogged in the end.
It's clogged. He
Got it.
Now, presumably this
Wait a
story,
minute.
it's a British story. You're not going
It's a British story, yeah.
Because you're not keen on anywhere where there's a language barrier.
And it goes down. I love it so much.
I
don't know
knew
why,
you'd want
because
this.
it's accurate.
I was gonna say, you're crying over here. Zia's just crying.
Because every time, can you imagine someone waves you into the bathroom to watch their poop flush down?
All right, come on, is he gonna go?
You did it. You started it. Guys, this has been a really fun episode. Thank you so much for joining us. We love all of you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys have like been here and supporting my YouTube channel, as I'm spending so much more time on here. And we have such a good time doing this. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. It helps a ton. It's awesome.
We love you.
We love you guys. It's really like, it means a lot. The support
Oh my
means a
God.
lot.
I'm trying to, actually, Nick, I'm trying to look up, because I've yet again forgot what my handle is for the foot page.
Now Nick's yelling at me because I never promote my OnlyFans. Subscribe to my OnlyFans, please. I got a whole bunch of new stuff that I just filmed to put up. I have not been able to stop listening to "Shut Me Up" by Mindless Self-Indulgence, so I literally shot a video to that song that's on my OnlyFans wall right now. It's a lot of butt, ladies and gentlemen. So go check it out. So yeah, XiaLand on OnlyFans. Subscribe to my Kick channel, please. Go follow me on Kick. It's XiaLand there as well. XiaLand. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. There's lots more content like this if you liked it. Also, follow me on social media. It's at Xia_land, XIA_LAND. That's on Instagram and on Twitter. Jenna's also on Instagram. Please go give her a follow. It's at Jen Jam Basile, JenJamBasile. And you also have a foot OnlyFans.
I do
yes?
foot OnlyFans.
Feet.
And for some reason, I can never remember the name, which is iconic.
It's
but
Two
it
Wise.
changed. It changed. That's what I did. I checked it because I don't know if we promoted it last week, so I didn't look for a week. Two Y's. It's Juna J. JUNAJAYY.
Yep.
So if you guys like feet, if you guys like my legs, I do some of that.
and legs.
I'll do
Love
some
it.
shorts, little cheeky action in there with some feet going on.
Who doesn't like feets and cheeks?
Who doesn't like feet? Wow, I'm
Feets
gonna
and cheeks.
rename the OnlyFans folder Feets and
Feets
Cheeks.
and cheeks. Do it.
What did Eric had such a funny name for my foot fans. I don't know. I have to ask him. He had the most iconic name for all of my foot followers.
I love it.
Oh, it was so funny.
Text me when you get
I
back.
will.
'Cause I
I'll
want to
ask
know.
him. It was
Because now I want to
If
know.
you guys like feet and if you guys like anything like that, please message me. If you're into armpits, you're into tickling, you're into whatever, as long as it's appropriate, I'm down. I am down to put on a little show.
Mine is not appropriate. If you're into any of the other stuff, I got that part for you.
Yes.
And then James says, remember, YouTube is 70 cents on the dollar. Yes, YouTube takes 30% of all super chats and subscriptions. For Kick, it's a 95.5 sub split, which is awesome. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right,
you.
guys. Thank you so much for
We love
everything.
you.
We love all of you. You guys are absolutely wonderful. I think Healer doesn't like Eric very much. I don't know why I would think something like that, but that's crazy. All right, guys. Also, the next stream, today is Thursday. The next stream is going to be on Sunday over on Kick. The snack stream's at 8 p.m. Eastern on Kick. It's just XiaLand on Kick as well. And then we're going to play games on Monday. And then Tuesday is back for Xia next Tuesday. I'm going to try to get a guest for next week Tuesday. So we're going to have fun. It's going to be a good time.
Look at that one comment right there.
Hippopotamus?
No, right below it. What?
Oh, Josephus Comedy. I'm pretty sure you made that joke last time. I'm 99% sure you made that joke on Xia next Tuesday. Josephus, I expect more from you. I expect
so
original.
caught off guard.
I expect original content, original comedy content every time. Oh, hippopotamus.
We love you guys.
We love you guys. Oh, and Robert, just for you, I'll see you next Tuesday.
We'll see you next Tuesday. I got a wink in there.
David Chandler, no Twitch anymore. Did you end it already? No. Okay, David Chandler. Hi, David Chandler. First of all,
David.
hello. No Twitch anymore. I'm just on Kick and I'm just on YouTube now. Twitch is. That's what I have to say about Twitch.
Losers.
Because I'm super mature. But yeah, so that's, all done with that. And also, hi, David Chandler. I hope things are going okay with you. Last time that you popped in and said hi, you had said people were being just absolute giant douchebags to you. And I really hope that that's gotten better because fuck those people. Oops, sorry. I said it right at the end. Screw those people. Too late. Okay. All right. We love all of you.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Bye.